illegitimate, then that's a crisis. So what are they saying? Well, their argument appears to be that we all need to honor Ruth Bader Ginsburg's dying wish, which is really our new Constitution. If Ruth Bader Ginsburg said something on the way out, that's basically our Bill of Rights now. Elizabeth Warren explained that on the Senate floor just yesterday.
It has also been 37 days since Mitch McConnell declared he would disregard Ruth's most fervent wish and move ahead with a corrupt and illegitimate process to fill her seat on the Supreme Court. Let's be very clear. If Trump and Republicans succeed in ramming this nomination through, the American people will expect us to use every tool we have to undo the damage and restore the court's integrity.
Okay. So what she just told you was, following the letter of the Constitution, and it's prescribed, a Supreme Court justice passes away, how do you replace that justice? We just saw what the Constitution tells us to do. That's illegitimate. What's legitimate is following the supposed final words of a departed Supreme Court justice. No, that's a religion, what you're describing. That's a religion. It's scary. Ian Pryor is senior counsel at the Article 3 Project and a former spokesman for the Department of Justice. We're happy to have him on tonight. Ian, thanks so much for coming. So when you were at DOJ, when you first started, did they brief you and tell you that all law in this country emanates from the dying wishes of left-wing Supreme Court justices?
That's right. There was a manual that we had to read our first day, and it was all the dying wishes that we've seen in the Republic over the past 250 years. And we had to make sure that, you know, when we responded to press inquiries, we were cognizant of that law.
It's just so absurd. And you keep hearing people repeat it. I mean, like trained seals. Oh, well, your dying wishes. I mean, how do we get to a place like this? It's so stupid.
It's stupid, but it's also dangerous because it is delegitimizing the Constitution. And you talk about the tools, Elizabeth Warren's tools. Well, what are they, right? Let's start off with the Democrats want to get rid of the legislative filibuster. So that means 51 votes will get anything passed. What they're going to do from there is then expand the Supreme Court to have a liberal majority. And then these two other factors people don't talk about as much, but D.C. statehood, Puerto Rico statehood. That's 4 more Democrat senators, a handful of members of the House, and then they want to lower the voting age to 16. You are potentially looking at a perpetual Democrat majority in the legislative branch, in the judiciary branch, and the United States of America becoming the Orwellian states of America.
Yeah. Everything you just mentioned comes out of the university, too. Those are all ideas that incubated at Yale Law School and Harvard Law School, the places that the rest of us are sending our tax dollars every year. It's time to rethink that. If you want structural change, that's one of them. Ian, thanks so much for coming on tonight. I appreciate it. Before we go to our next guest,